This is a personal story about places, about going places in your mind, and I suppose about the power of, well, daydreams. Yeah, daydreams. A long time ago, I was in a coma with a brain injury as a result of a particularly flamboyant crash involving a certain jet-powered dragster. In hospital, intensive care, things apparently not looking very good, but I didn't know. There was a lot of morphine flowing around my system. I finally woke and I shared with my wife Mindy a dream I'd been having, a really vivid one, probably partly on account of the morphine. And in my mind I'd been walking these hills here in the Lake District overlooking Buttermere. I was having a lovely time strolling along, and gradually I got a growing sense of, you know you're in trouble, when you're a teenager staying out just that bit too late. You're not definitely in massive trouble yet, but you're in a bit of trouble. And that feeling grew and grew, and I walked up this slope where I am now towards this tree, this exact tree. And as I got closer and closer to the tree, that sense of, ooh, I really am in trouble. I'm going to be shouted, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, grew and grew, until eventually in my dream I turned back. I didn't walk round this tree and carry on, and I woke. And that's the dream I told Mindy about. Mindy told me her side of the story, because at the same time I was having that dream, she'd been called into intensive care and told, Mrs. Hammond, I'm really sorry, things aren't looking good. All his vitals, they were monitoring everything. I was on full life support and breathing apparatus and the lot. And she was told, it's not looking good, we think we're going to lose him. And she said, is there anything I can do? And they said, well, no, not really. And she said, can I shout at him? And they said, yeah, whatever. And she asked, no, I mean really shout at him. And she did. And apparently she roared and screamed and swore at me, don't you dare die. And that's when I turned back from this tree in my dream, and that's when I woke. It's true. I mean, I didn't really come up to this hill and walk around this tree. I was in a coma in Leeds. But my mind did, and my mind is who I am. I know that very well, having damaged it with a frontal lobe brain injury and spent a long time recovering. And I've taken huge solace from that ever since, because that was my last thought. Certainly at the time. And my last thoughts took me somewhere I love and somewhere unhappy. And that last thought, if I had shut down and stopped, would have echoed as far as I was concerned for all of eternity. And I've found immense comfort from it ever since.